So, um, this is take two of my day 11 of 365 entry today. And the reason it's take two is because I literally just finished it and I looked at it and it was twice the length of what I normally talk about. And there's this part of me that's like, oh, the honest thing would be just to take that and edit it. And then I was like, I rambled a lot longer because if I had to pick a word, it's today's the day of a nap. A large chunk of my day has been defined by this killer nap that was both like, you know, when you wake up from a nap and you're like, didn't wake up at the right point of the cycle and you're just, anyway, it's like this nap took a lot longer. And then there was this like hangover stage. This is the kind of the hangover stage where your brain is still like, ugh. The other thing is, there's a part of me that I think allowed this nap to be what it was, because today there was a hangout where people were going ice skating, and part of me wanted to go, but the other part of me was like, I don't want to go. And yesterday I had a big day, and weekends are weird. Actually, let's go back to that. Weekends are weird because on the one day you feel like you've earned a rest, but what does rest look like? You know, if your Monday through Fridays are the days where you work, what does rest look like? There is a biblical definition of it, of Sabbath, but then as on Sabbath, like you are charged to go to church and be in community and do that. And I think people struggle with how to define rest. And yeah, or I do. Because maybe rest just means not doing what you do Monday through Friday. Like having charge to clean, having time to do adventures. I don't know. But if you go to church and on Sundays, it's like, even that's weird, the way that you define it. And yes, I'm trying to be more social, so the hangout would have been cool. But I'm fat. I'm trying to not be fat. And by fat, I don't necessarily just mean to like speak negatively on myself, but as a result of a largely sedentary life, and my body is not what it once was. Like, and the bad thing is, because I know what it is to work out and to exercise and to be healthy and to be good, like in that aspect, there's so much good that comes from it. You're stronger, you have more energy, and like there's so much good, but you have to go through that like 3 days of pure hell when your mind and your body are fighting, and you have to find a way to do it where you're balanced. So that's why I say that I'm like, ugh, you are fat. You've let yourself down in that aspect. And that's why there's certain things that like right now don't hold too much joy in adventuring and being curious, and I've allowed that to happen in my life. And I think in terms of body positivity and encouragement, it's not necessarily about the size, it's the mindset. And the mindset was wrong for me. When you are, yeah, and for me it was that. So today I'm like, but part of me is that old habits of, I don't want to do this, I'm an introvert, I just wanted to take my nap. And I really enjoyed my nap. It was a deliciously awful nap. But on the other hand, I'm like, I think if I went to it, it would have been trying too hard, but I kind of wanted to. I need to get out of my own shell sometimes. So yeah, that's dominated that. And then talking, as I was talking, since I was really kind of drunk, I started to, and I mean like drunk / hungover post nap. I'm really trying not to drink this year, just because again, I want to try to be healthier. I want to try to not like I want to limit the excuses of why I had a bad day. Yeah, I think this is a form of self-therapy as well. Just to be aware, to recognize that yes, I'm not in where I would like to be, but I'm appreciating and I'm loving the girl that I am now as I'm trying, which is why I did this, even though it's a little bit later. And I almost was like, is it worth it? Do I do it? And some of this stuff I already talked about, and it's almost word for word, because that's like how my brain works. Because I'm like, I need to do this. I need to do it faster. I need to wrap up. I need to not wallow. I think my first version of my wrap up of the day, I was wallowing a lot. And the one thing I will say that I said before is I am an unreliable narrator of my own life. Yeah. Because I'm saying a lot without not saying anything. And the reason I'm not saying a lot is because, like I said before, we live in an internet age. People get weird. Stories get weird. I can't give too much detail because people will be weird about it. There's no, like, conspiracy. I'm hoping that one day when I look at this in the future, I know what I was talking about. I might not know what I was talking about. But yeah, short version, took a nap. I went too long. Church was good. Life is still struggling and working through some of the anxieties. Yeah, a lot of introspecting. A lot of hoping. I'm gonna hope for a better week. I'm gonna take these thoughts, these actions, these reflections of this weekend and really, really work on confronting some of those things that stop me from being the best version of me. And I'm not saying this version of me is bad, it's just it's not the best version of me. I don't know what the best version of me. I think this version of me is like the bronze statue that's got cobwebs on it, and I just need to clear out the cobwebs, a little bit of rust, put a little spit shine. Oh, yeah, I think originally I said today is a day in the life of a nap, because it's so largely defined by this nap. I think this is how I'm going to define it, because while that's true, a prayer, I don't know. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't put a churchy word to the day because I am Christian and I want to put a churchy word. Yeah, today is life of a nap. What does it mean to rest well? What does it mean to go to church and hang out with people and show people parts of yourself, and then also hide parts of yourself? And these are the times I think about, like, what would it be like if I was married? If I had a constant companion, would I be doing this? Probably not. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Because I think having someone to share this and tell this to would be a good thing. Like an actual person I could be more honest with. More honest than even this. Because this is filtered through some whatever. But then there's another part of me that's like, roommates. I don't know what I don't know. Okay, let's do a time check. Oh, see, I'm much better this time. Okay, quick wrap up. Naps are good. It's gonna throw off my sleep schedule a little bit. Day was pretty much good. I still need to pray and work through some of the stuff that I think got triggered a little bit. And I need to not ignore it or avoid it. I have avoidance issues. And I really, really look forward to the day I see this time, and I can really say, you know what? this is proof that God works. This is proof, and this is a reason why God is so good. Because right now, in faith, I know God is good, and I know God's going to help me through it. But right now, at this present time, I don't feel it right now. And not blaming God. It's just, I know that because of stuff I'm doing right now, that I'm not feeling the full joy of God's love. Like, I'm not feeling the full joy of, like, God's redemption, God's power, God's grace, because of me. Like, I know that. But I hope that future me or whoever sees this gets it, or has, like, I can record it in the 365 journey of, like, back then on January 11th, when I was kind of rambling, and this is take 2 of my day, and this is technically, so if this is like 30 minutes of me trying to get to the point, I think the point is this. Every day that we stop to take stock of our day, we should feel a sense of, actually no. Every day we take a stock of it. I hope that we become all people as a society that we do that we all pause and think about our days before we sleep. We think about what the week is going to look like, because there's a lot of negativity in the world. And I think wonder, maybe the possibility is because we're so caught up in the grind of living, and we're not pausing to live. It's another way to say, let's all stop and smell the roses. All right, I'm going to stop this because I realize I could still ramble on and on without saying much, and that's not good. Good night. Good